Motherfuckers, we back.
At it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast. I am your host. Did I say that right?
You did it.
The 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
Told you every time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother, my Duke Spoon Coon, like I did that.
Hey.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dub.
That ain't
What's
shit, Dub. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Dub. We are here, the 2 Cent You Call It podcast.
For you said it. It's supposed to be it's.
The 2 Cent You Call It's podcast.
It's a rough day, especially when you've been drinking.
Okay. Woo. We are here for episode number 11, brother.
Yes, sir.
We have made it over that hump.
From bullshitting and it never starting to
11 episodes
11
in.
episodes in.
Really 12 because we gave you a bonus.
That's
but
a
yeah.
bonus. Yeah. But that was. So it's been 11 weeks of recording straight because we
has.
did 2 in one night.
Yeah.
So,
11 straight weeks, man.
just going back and looking at it, like, shit.
Yeah.
We podcasters.
We are. It is official.
We're officially in it. We can't turn back now.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, we can.
Nah, I think we in there. But housekeeping. What are you drinking tonight, my brother?
Today I am just doing straight cognac.
Okay.
Neat. Yeah, just doing my sophistication in my cognac glass. I'm gonna swirl it around a couple times. Let it blossom.
After we had pre-game shots of moonshine.
Moonshine, yes. Apple pie moonshine. And we were in here and we said, okay, we need to get this drink out the way. You made me pour a whole cup.
Yeah.
And you poured a whole cup. And about halfway through that cup.
Yeah, we was like, that moonshine is already hitting.
Yeah, we did like, what was that, 3? We did 3 shots of the moonshine.
Yeah.
It's like 85 proof.
Yeah, it's already going.
Yeah, so we feeling good. Okay, so what are you drinking over there?
I am taking it back a little bit. We got the honey liqueur again because we've been drinking that for a couple of weeks. But I threw it with one of my favorite whiskeys and topped it off with ginger ale. So we are
taking the toast off.
Toast off. We are in this thing, and you on that yak.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. So we back at it again for episode number 11, brother. As always, man, we want to thank everybody for listening with us tonight or whenever you listen to it. We appreciate all of you liking, subscribing, commenting, and we hope to bring you much more content. I was about to say confidence, yes. Much more content.
Got your back, brother.
I appreciate that. Coming on the way. Man, how was your week this week? Well, let's start. My week.
Okay, well, shit.
well, because my week, you actually got stuff to talk about. My week was very uneventful. Other than last weekend, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But for the most part, same old. Work was great. I actually did a good thing. I made sure that I kept my eating pretty clean this week, and I had great workouts every day of the week. I think I had 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay.
And then I worked out yesterday. We had a meeting last night, and then I actually worked out earlier today. So that was good, man.
Okay.
That was good. That was pretty much my week, man.
That's okay.
How was your week, my brother?
Week, okay. Well, so actually, I'll start from last Friday. Before we recorded, my mom actually called me.
Okay.
And we sat down. We had a conversation about everything that was going on. So she was just calling to check on me. For those who don't know me, my communication is very terrible.
Trash.
I don't talk to anybody. My mom will probably go a week or 2 without speaking.
Yeah.
And it's just my mom, my dad and stuff, and my sisters, my brother and all that. So we talked, we caught up. Somebody's dog is going through it. I stay in no dollars, y'all. So if you hear gunshots in the background, I'm sorry. So yeah, we talked, caught up and stuff like that. She's actually taking care of technically he's my second cousin, but they grew up like brothers and sisters because his mama and their mama, they passed. So they grew up with my mom and my grandma.
Okay.
So he recently had like I think it's a brain hemorrhage and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's not recently. It's probably about a year or two ago. And so he actually stays in Midlothian. So his wife and his son actually had COVID.
Oh wow.
So he didn't have. So he caught it on the tail end of that. So
Had that cocoa.
now he had to leave the house with my mom. She was helping with his therapy and everything like that, because his stuff kind of is similar. It simulated a stroke and stuff like that. So he has to do rehab to walk and talk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So she told him to come over. So he's been staying with them. It's probably about 2 weeks now and stuff. So he should be almost through. So he's on the other side of the house and stuff like that. And
he ended up getting COVID.
He ended up getting
Okay.
Well, my parents had already got it, and then they got vaccine too. So with him being there, my brother actually went because he's always over his fiance's house anyway. And his fiance stays with her parents, so he's like quarantined in the guest house. In the backyard, like the slave quarters. But
I was about to say the guest house. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but nah, they're like a very loving. Yeah, they've all had COVID too, so they're not trying to catch it again.
Everybody got that cocoa.
Yeah, so he's been over there and stuff, and he actually called me. I think it was Wednesday, and he called me, and he had like this sad voice on. And I'm
brother?
like, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, he's like, yeah, what's up, bro? And I'm like, what's up, man? And I'm thinking like, okay, like something bad's happened.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just not letting him come inside to take a shower. And he need to come over here. So I'm like, okay, I'm like big brother mode, like I'm concerned and stuff like that. So he calls me, and like I said, my brother, he's getting married in November.
Okay.
So he was doing courtesy calls because he was trying to pick his groomsmen.
Okay.
And stuff like this and stuff. So he was scared for the longest because he wanted to have groomsmen that he grew up with, and they kind of saw him and Destiny's his fiance's relationship. So he was afraid to tell me that because he thought I was gonna be upset and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, man, it's all good and stuff. Like long as I'm in the service and you don't keep that away from me,
right?
Then you all good and stuff like that. And
well, you know, my pops got married and didn't he?
It could be 10 times worse.
He didn't even tell us so.
But he was just telling me, he said, yeah, I just didn't want you to feel any kind of way, because I know we weren't the closest, but the time that we did spend together, he like truly enjoyed it and stuff. And I told him, I apologize for that, because just me being the way I was raised, the situation with my grandmother and stuff like that, I was definitely the loner of 3 kids in the house. So him and my
middle child.
Well, the thing is, I got too much attention because my mom noticed the relationship with me and my grandma.
Okay.
So because she, to say this in a nice way, she really didn't want anything to do with me because I was the second mistake that my mother made.
Got it. Okay.
So she was always like harder on me, or she was very mean to me and stuff like that. I would get my ass beat for not folding my clothes right and some shit like that.
Just random shit.
Yeah, and stuff. And I already told you what she said to me on her deathbed and stuff. So my mom saw that.
Go on, unplug that.
Yeah.
This shit.
My mom, she saw that. So she was like very. She tried to show me more love than the rest of my siblings and stuff. So. I was very sheltered. Matter of fact, she still calls me Big Baby. That's my nickname for her and stuff because I always want to be babied and stuff like that. Because I was spoiled in the hospital, came home, was crying. She was always holding me. People was always holding me. When I got older, she saw the relationship between my grandmother. Anyway, so yeah, I told him I apologize for that. Because I guess I didn't see how to be a big brother because I didn't get the big brother experience until 10 years ago. It was when I first met my older brother and stuff like that. But I told him like, yeah, we can hang out and stuff like that. He said I'm still invited to the bachelor party and all this stuff.
Okay,
like,
turn up.
Nah, invited. I was gonna show up regardless.
Right. You
Look,
can't
nope.
invite me.
Yeah, but now, other than that, my sister sent out said she's having her gender reveal.
Okay.
So I didn't say that on the show earlier, but she released it so I could finally say something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to figure out I'm going to figure out if I'm going to be, if I'm going to have a niece or a nephew.
It's gonna be a nephew.
That's what I feel. But I also want twins for her too, because she wants to get them both out the way at the same time.
Oh well, hey.
And stuff. So my family is growing. So now I am up to, let me see, this will be 5 nieces and nephews, through blood. But I have others that I have, just.
Oh, we're locked and loaded on the same because
Yeah.
I have three nephews and 2 nieces, and my mama kind of hinted at. She was like, "I want more grandkids." I said, "Well, shit, your plumbing ain't your plumbing's still working. So
Get it together. Go ahead.
No, she can go ahead and pop them out. She can go ahead and pop them out of
herself. Go ahead, brother.
That's a no. That's a hell no for me.
My mama, she always hinting at that and stuff. So she always wanted me to have kids, and
Well,
she
you
like,
go
I'm
ahead.
just waiting. Hurry up. So my sister beat me, and my brother will probably beat me too.
Yeah.
Unless I'm just out here in these streets, just slanging it. But other than that, man, the week was it was okay. I do have to apologize to you.
Okay.
Because last episode was a very fun one.
Yep.
And post episode, the after party was even more fun.
And you thought I was stealing.
Don't say it like that. I thought you grabbed my laptop charger because you have a Surface Pro and I have a Surface Book, and they both had the same charger.
And you thought I was stealing.
And I was like, bro, my charger's not in this bag. It's got to be over there.
And I was like, bro,
no.
It's not at my house.
And I said this for like 2 days straight. I was like, that charger's at your house.
And then what happened?
And then I went through the box because we had the guest. So I brought the guest microphone with me. And I looked in the box and it was in there and stuff. I was like, okay. And I had to because my laptop, I was actually at work and my laptop was getting ready to die. Yeah, so I was like, I gotta find this charger somewhere.
I was like, I don't have it. Bro.
I was getting ready to drop the $90 to get another one, but I'm gladly in that box. Other than that, so let me apologize to you, brother.
Thank you.
Even though that wasn't public, I still want to give you your apology.
Thank you, my brother.
Let me also apologize if I have been a little snappy this week and stuff. I don't think you're the only one I kind of snapped on. I noticed that earlier and stuff. I've been kind of moody this week. I don't know why.
Hey, it happens at times.
Yes,
I don't think you didn't necessarily snap on me this week. Well, your shit was trash today, but
that trash.
But no, you didn't necessarily snap on me. You just kind of went MIA during the middle of it, which I
I
understand.
go MIA every week.
I was just gonna say you gotta understand your friends and you gotta understand who they are and how they are as people.
Yeah.
Everybody is not gonna be the same way, and what I've learned is you cannot expect you out of everybody, and you got to start accepting the people for who they are. And so, I don't know what that was.
Turning my mic around and stuff.
So
to be producer over here.
Yeah, I have accepted that. As long as I know you good, then hey, I know you.
Let me tell you, my mama
disappear.
is the same way. She's like, that's just how you are.
Yeah.
As long as you check in and just say you alive, then okay. Everybody, if I don't talk to you in a long time, it doesn't mean that I don't care about you. I still love you and stuff like that. If I text you, just appreciate the time that you have with me, because it might not come again. I just be in here by myself and stuff, and everything like that. But I'm doing okay, brother. I appreciate you checking on me multiple times a week and stuff. Just sending me a text and saying what's up, and then sharing your progress and stuff like that. So I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for being a friend. Yes.
Yeah. So last, along with the week, last Saturday we had a adventure. I guess is that what you can call it? It was a surprise that wasn't so much of a surprise.
Yeah.
For one of our previous guests on the show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So yeah, So one of our friends now, B, she was on last week, and her friends decided to throw her a surprise birthday party.
Quote unquote.
Yes, quote unquote. So we saw B on Friday.
Because we recorded.
We recorded together, and surprise almost got ruined.
It did almost get ruined.
Quote unquote, because somebody's like, "Oh, this is the one you supposed to be like." Be like, "Shh."
Oh, this who y'all supposed to be with tomorrow? You know, shut the fuck up.
So we go out on Saturday. We drive out to her house.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm driving down the street, and while Dubs, he's riding with me, and I see one of her friends and her boyfriend and stuff like, okay, they're still setting up for the party and everything like this. To my idea, I thought that B was still gonna be like out,
right,
and in the city,
right. So we need to park around the corner.
Yeah, so I drive down the block, go around the corner, and then we proceed to walk back to the house. When we get up to the house, her friend says, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Y'all can go in." She's in the bedroom. I was like, "What? Wait, what?"
She's in the but no. Then they proceed to say, "Oh yeah, we told her to stay in the bedroom and turn the music on, and we'll tell her when she's able to come out."
So the surprise party wasn't a surprise party. Apparently,
it was definitely not a surprise.
Well, I guess it was a surprise, but she saw what else they put in there.
Yeah,
but apparently, they said that she wanted to know who was all coming over because health conditions in Dallas right now.
Right, because that Coco out there.
Coco is out right now. So we went in and we helped prepare. We was setting up the party for about an hour.
About an hour. Hour after it was supposed to start.
It was supposed to start. It was supposed to be the surprise at 7. They said, "Please be on time." So we was on time.
Was.
And so was B.
She was already there.
She was already there. And then she came out the room like, "Oh, hey!" I was like, "Oh, all right," and stuff. But nah. Other than that, man, it was a fun time.
It was definitely a good time.
Definitely saw some games that we probably should pick up and do on our side of game night.
Yes,
because we know a little bit more of a risque crowd.
Yeah,
I dunked my head in a sink for what I thought was 30 seconds.
Let me tell you, I thought you was about to drown yourself in that fucking
that shit was 10 seconds. I was like, God, it's not 30 yet.
You dumped in your head. You dumped your head in that hole like Aquaman. I said, this motherfucker is definitely coming up soon.
I just wanted to take my shirt off and show out for some of the people.
Yeah, for some of the ladies. I feel you. It was a good time though. We had a good time. And then Sunday we ended up going to a. Was that a happy hour? I guess it was a happy hour.
Yeah, a little happy hour.
Yeah, a little happy hour spot. It was hot as shit.
It was. They had the big ass fans in there blowing, and I had my big ass right in front of that bitch.
Man, let me tell you.
So I apologize to anybody that was sitting on the side of the room.
I stayed in that motherfucker all the way up until my back started to sweat. And when that happened, I said, all right, it's been fun. We're going to skedaddle.
I was getting ready to leave you, and he was like, nah, you got to stay until...
Yeah, because we was watching somebody drinks and they went to go get food and I was like...
No. You were watching somebody's drinks. I was trying to close the fuck out.
But I ended up closing my tab before you.
You did, for some odd reason. Yeah, I definitely need to get some more service in there. I'm not going to say the name of the business. It's a nice little chill spot, though.
For sure.
It's just they need some more help in there.
Yep, but so we ended up doing that, and then after that, you went on a friend day.
Did go on a friend day.
How was that?
The friend day was actually really good. I got reminded that that I curved this friend prior because that's how we met each other.
So tell the story. Tell the story about how she feels she got curved. Because at that point, I don't think it was really a curve.
Yeah. Okay. So the first time that we actually met was in March.
Okay.
We were doing a photo shoot for Corey's clothing line.
Shout out to Divine Personalities.
Yeah. Can we shout that out right there?
I think we can.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Shit.
I still rock the mask.
Yeah,
and everything.
shout out to the
So yeah, we was doing the photo shoot. He's doing sweaters and all that stuff.
Two sweaters.
Two sweaters. So I was talking to one of our mutual friends, and we were having a conversation, and she was actually taking a picture with another guy and stuff. So I thought that she was in a relationship with this guy because the picture they were taking were fucking amazing.
Intimate.
Everybody thought they was like engagement photos.
Okay.
So we were talking and she's like, she was asking me, she asked me about my previous relationship. She was asking about my previous ex-girlfriend. I was like, oh no, we broke up and stuff like that. At this point, it was probably 5 months maybe.
Okay.
But I was still dealing with some stuff like that. And that's kind of current, like right when I start doing the self-help.
You got it right. Got it right.
And I was really just working on myself and trying to improve myself like that. I knew that I wasn't looking for anything. I knew I wouldn't be any good in any type of relationship or trying to talk to somebody. So she introduces me to her friend. She's like, "Oh, such and such is here. She's a nurse. Yada yada yada." Got the static in this cable. Yada 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 and all that and stuff. I tell her friend, like, I ain't shit right now. Like, I'm
just straight up.
I'm literally working on myself. I wouldn't be no good. She has a career. She's in a good spot. I will fuck all that shit up. Because I ain't gonna do nothing but come in and try to bust a nut and move on and stuff. And that's before I even realized that I was using sex to kind of cope with some older issues that I was going through. So I told her that the friend comes over. I turn around, I say hello, I shake her hand, and I just turn around and start talking back to our mutual friend again.
But the way she tells the story, she was like,
I just turned around and was like, what's up?
And then turned your head and was like, yeah, back to what we was talking about.
Yeah, back at it again. Back to what we was talking about and stuff. So she was like, oh, I just took it that you weren't interested and you weren't attracted and that you want anything to do with me and stuff. Yeah. Matter of fact, she was messing with me. She said, I thought you were gay. Because she listened to the podcast too. And she heard the story about the guy buying me a trip. So, the second time that we met was actually your birthday weekend.
Okay, yeah.
She bought you a drink.
She bought me a few drinks. Everybody's trying to get me drunk.
And stuff like this. Afterwards, we ended up going to another spot, and then we went to another spot that we do karaoke at. Turns out they don't do karaoke on Saturday nights,
right?
So we were just there. Apparently, she said she was sitting right next to me, and I did not notice the shit.
She said, "Well, I knew she was sitting right next to you, but she said you fell asleep at the table, and I was like, I don't remember that. But then again, I don't remember half of that night.
I don't remember
because people was like." Wait, for my birthday night, people was like, oh yeah, we had conversations and everything, like, we called you and everything. And I was like, I don't remember none of that shit.
Man. The only thing I remember from that night was you driving my car home. That's before everybody filled me in on the rest of the night. And looking at my gas tank, and it was empty. I was like, I hope we don't run out of gas.
I hope we make it.
But I wasn't going to say nothing. I was like, all right, we good. We good.
Let me tell you, who would have been motherfucking pissed had we... Because I didn't even... That was the last thing on my mind. I didn't even think about the gas hand. Well, let me tell you, had we run out of gas, I would have been so fucking pissed.
Because we did a lot of driving that day.
We did. Like, we would... I think we started in Arlington.
We started in Dallas, then went to Arlington.
Dallas, then Arlington,
and then
Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie.
Then we ended up back in Dallas.
South Dallas.
Yeah. Well,
Deep Ellum, Fair Park area.
Downtown Dallas.
No, because remember we went to
the party.
We went to what you call it? Oh, you're right.
The party.
The medical district.
Yeah, medical district.
And then we went to Fair Park.
Yes.
And then we went
to
back
downtown.
To downtown.
Yeah.
And then
North
back
Dallas.
to North Dallas. So yeah, it was a whole lot of I don't know how much gas I had in the car
It
beforehand.
wasn't enough to handle that day.
But yeah, so apparently she was sitting right next to me. I don't remember that.
I remember that part.
I remember having a conversation with the young lady that was sitting across from me because we had already met previously.
Who was sitting across?
Blythe was sitting next to me.
Yeah,
You don't remember anybody.
Yeah, I completely forgot about all of that.
So that was the second time we met. For the first time. So then maybe 2 or 3 days later, I get a matter of fact, she ends up staying in like the same neighborhood as you anyway.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days later, I get a friend request.
Oh,
And then I was like, okay, I remember her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember her from buying you drinks and stuff like that. Don't remember her from the second time when I fell asleep at the table.
Crazy thing is, so I had met her a whole 4 years, 6 years
See,
before.
that's not to say that you're not memorable, but
Yeah, no, I just, well, first of all, my memory is trash.
you know, hey, welcome to the club,
It's
brother.
trash. But yeah, met a whole 6 years ago and completely forgot that, well, didn't put two and two together that that's who that was.
Until
We
Last
got,
weekend.
Yeah, until we got in conversation last weekend about it, and I was like, "Wait, that's you."
see, so yeah, so it's just depends. You can meet people at a certain time where you're just not thinking, and you're just like, okay, I'm just not in the right headspace.
Well, disclaimer: if I meet you at a social event, 9 times out of 10,
I'm not gonna remember.
I have been drinking,
Yeah.
so
not gonna.
it's gonna be a struggle for me.
Not to sound like Mr. Popular, but I meet a lot of people.
I just don't want to sound like an alcoholic, but if I meet you at a social event, 9 times out of 10 I'm drinking. So you're gonna have to remind me.
Give me 3 times. 3 times to see you and say your name, and then I'll.
Well, don't let me be 3 times drinking.
But yeah, so I accepted the friend request, and then me being me, you know, guy that I am, going through the pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
She had them
Lurking.
chocolate legs out and everything
Cheeks.
like that. Mm-hmm. She was internet booty famous.
Okay. Let me see.
Because she had that 2-piece on it, bought it. And then I go back and I see the picture of the photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's who that was.
2 and 2 together.
And I hit her up and I was like, I'm just not realizing who you are. And she was like, oh my God, I thought we already. I was like, I'm sorry. My memory is trash and stuff like that. So she had already written out. She was like, I thought you put me in the friend zone and all that stuff. And we just had a conversation. We had some good seafood. Her more than me. She had just recently got a new job, so I told her that it's going to be a congratulatory meal and stuff like that. Didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Hey,
Thank God I had it,
you went to seafood
because at a certain time it would have been how you feel about washing dishes.
Right, I'm gonna go bust these subs real quick. I'll be back in
Yeah,
30 minutes and we good.
But we had a real good time. Turns out we're from the same hometown and
You're
stuff.
not from there, but
Yeah,
okay.
that is my hometown.
Okay.
I was born there.
Wow.
She was raised there. I was raised mostly in Dallas, but she was raised in Monroe and stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, so that's how she ended up at this. Never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, so we just had good conversation and stuff. We had an argument about what is a friend date.
Okay. So what ended up being the argument?
The argument was a friend date. Does a friend date mean that you are friend zone forever?
Okay.
In my mind, a friend date is I want to disarm both of us.
Okay.
With the expectation that this has to lead to somewhere.
Got it. So and I think we talked about that a couple of episodes back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole mindset of let's just go kick it.
Yeah.
Without any particular agenda.
Yeah. So you don't have to think I like, oh my God, do I have to kiss him or her at the end of this date?
Yeah.
Do we have to have another one?
Yeah.
Anything like that? Like,
no expectations.
yeah, we're cool. We're friends. If this doesn't go anywhere romantically anyway, because we're just kicking it,
Right.
we can still be friends.
Right.
We can still go out. We can still hang. Versus just going out on a date expecting to find somebody.
Right.
And it doesn't work out, and then you end up not talking to them.
Right. Not
ever
saying
again.
that this can't blossom into something
Yeah.
else, but at this moment, we are going on a date as friends.
Yes.
No expectations.
Yes.
Let's just have fun.
Yes, and stuff. So we debated this for probably about 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, so what was her side of the debate?
Her side was, when I hear friend date, that means there's no
I'm in the friend zone.
Yeah, I'm permanently in the friend zone. Nothing can happen. This is me telling you that you'll never be anything more than a friend.
Got it. Okay.
And so we asked like bartenders
Yeah.
and other patrons of the restaurant and stuff like this. So majority of the people agree with me.
Okay.
I think she had a couple that agree with her. And then she asked this lesbian couple, and the stud, she agreed with me, and the
makes
femme
sense.
agreed with her
Makes
and
sense,
stuff like
okay.
that. So and stuff, and they was like, is he paying for the meal? Well, he didn't say. She said, is he paying for the meal? Well, nah, you ain't friend zone and stuff like that. But you know, both you and I will pay for a friend's meal anyway and stuff.
For sure.
But yeah, so that was our hard debate that time. But she was actually somebody that I didn't mind debating with. So it was cool. She respected my boundaries of the friend date.
And see, I like
the
that.
friendship.
I like that when you can get into a healthy debate. Like, and I've been saying, especially this year, because I feel like people are debating a little more. Well, not even this year. I would say over the last maybe 2-3 years. I feel like people are debating a little more over stances and more so political views, I guess. And I've been saying, like, we should normalize healthy debating. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, too many times we get into a conversation or a debate and you automatically want to go for trying to belittle the person or trying to insult the person because you don't agree with it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, everybody's not going to agree on everything. Your opinion is just that. Your opinion. You're entitled
Everybody
to it.
shouldn't agree on anything because that's how you get in an echo chamber.
Right.
And nothing gets done.
Right. And so I actually appreciate that about y'all conversation about that, because I think both of y'all, you know, just stated your side and allowed the other person to have a rebuttal that was equally and opposite without trying to go for each other's character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we should normalize that a lot more.
Definitely should. But yeah, in having that same conversation of being friend zone and stuff like that kind of brings us to the you call it.
Yes.
So one of our listeners sent me a message.
One of our faithful ones.
Yes.
Appreciate you listening, liking. Thank you.
And it was the topic of
Ghosting, unwanted advances,
yes,
and the art of
rejection.
No, rejecting, not rejection.
Rejecting. That is a. I mean, it's a very.
Let's talk about ghosting first.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I personally am never a person that's gonna just ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's childish. Like, I feel like that's.
Yeah.
If you are a adult that can communicate, which everyone should be able to after a certain point in life, I think ghosting is just out of the question. Like, I feel like that's something that children do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can always have a conversation with somebody without intending to hurt their feelings, which goes into rejecting, but without intending to hurt their feelings, even if you don't feel maybe the same way that they feel about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever okay to just be like, especially if you've ever had interaction with them. Now, if it's just somebody that, you know, just popped into your DMs or, you know, kind of hit you up on social media and you've never had a conversation with this person, you just be like, I'm gonna just leave you in, you know, in the inbox.
Yeah.
But as far as like having an actual relationship with that person, like a friendship, you know what I'm saying, and you just up and go ghost, like I just think that's kind of immature.
I can't disagree with that. Now let me ask you this. Ghosting, I think everybody, because you know some people like, I don't owe you anything or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I just think it's common courtesy to give the explanation to people.
I don't necessarily think you owe anybody an explanation. I just feel like you should not respond. Like,
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say, but didn't word it as nicely.
Okay.
Just let them know, yeah, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And then leave it at that. If they persist and keep going, because you know some people like consistency. That's what they say, and persistence.
Yeah.
So you just gotta kind of know the difference between being persistent and being a stalker.
Not stalking.
But then you just gotta kind of let them know. And then after that point, I think it's cool. How you feel about blocking people?
I'm a person that doesn't block like that. As a man, like just as a man, that's never been my thought. Like I'm gonna just block your ass. Like I've never, and I'm not saying that it's some female shit. I'm just saying that I've never, in my mind, I've never thought to block anybody. Like,
but you're also more confrontational than a lot of people.
Yeah, I am a little more aggressive.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I'm not passive aggressive at all. But I just feel like communication is key, especially like I said, especially as an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you should be able to communicate as an adult. Like I have a major saying that if you feel like everything is an argument, you just don't know how to communicate.
Okay.
Because I feel like disagreements and debates are necessary in every aspect of life, every relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you're going to, no matter who it is, if it's two people involved, you're gonna think differently on something, and you're gonna disagree, and that is actually healthy. Conflict is not a bad thing. Right. It's only a bad thing when you don't know how to communicate. And so, in that regards, man, I just feel like everybody, like, you should be able to communicate effectively to avoid that issue. What do you feel about it?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I'm a little faded, so I forgot what we were talking about. The conversation. What was the question? I told you my mind be racing places that I normally can get back.
Basically we're talking about ghosting. We're talking about
gotta remember this.
Yeah.
So if I forget your name, I understand that this is normal. But ghosting, blocking, that's what we was talking about.
Yeah.
Blocking. Shit.
Came back to it.
Yeah. Finally. I have done blocking. At one point, I think normally is not just, no, I haven't blocked, but I have unfriended and stuff like that.
I think unfriending in some spaces is healthy, but I think just block. I don't know. For me, like I said, if it's something as far as blocking, I feel like you're holding on to something, because I feel like if you don't give a fuck, you don't, like, literally.
Yeah.
Why? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of blocking? I understand unfriending. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're at a point that we're not friends anymore, I don't need to see what you're doing. You don't necessarily. And sometimes it's for you, not them.
Yeah.
Like if you unfriend somebody, it's so you don't be all up.
I can't see your page anymore.
And you can't see my shit, because some people just be nosy for no.
Well, I don't mind people being nosy on me, because I still want to be loved. But I don't want to see your page, because I'm going to keep sliding over to your page, trying to figure out what's going on. Who is this new nigga
taking my spot,
kissing on my step? No,
you childish.
I am childish. No, but so yeah, that's how I feel about blocking, unfriending. Unwanted advances.
That's a touchy one, and I feel like it goes back to
Because you Mr. Chose. You get a lot of. You get a lot of.
negative. No,
Oh, okay.
I ain't anybody checking for me. I ain't shit.
Shit. Let's see, we were trying to give him his flowers and shit. And he say he ain't shit.
No, but I just feel like going back to, like I said, I'm more so of a cut and dry, straightforward person.
Mm-hmm.
So I will feel them. And for me, I'm more so of a pursuer, I would
Okay.
say, when I'm in that space. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? We talked about it earlier. Like right now, I'm just not in that space because I just feel like I have some personal issues that I need to work on
Mhm.
before I can be available emotionally for somebody else.
Yeah.
Because
Stuff that you can probably work on in therapy.
yes, in therapy that I'm going to go to eventually. But yeah, we talked about that earlier, man. Like, I just feel like emotionally, like it just doesn't happen for me at the moment, and that's something I know about myself, which is why that's something I am very upfront about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
when I say I ain't shit, I don't mean like I ain't shit, motherfucker. I just mean that, in a relationship, like I know for me that I don't get emotional. Like I'm not an emotional person at all. Like I think I said it on, either last episode or episode before last. Like emotions make me uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you start crying, I will get up and leave. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Pat your back with a broom.
Okay. But yeah, so I think more so for me is like the best thing for me is that I put shit up front. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people don't accept that, but I'm going to put it up front and let you know. Like I feel like I'm a very good communicator.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let you know up front that I don't get emotional. I'm gonna let you know up front that, you know what I'm saying, at this stage in life, I'm not looking for this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like I'm a big proponent of not leading anybody on.
Mm-hmm.
So if I let you know what it is up front, I don't feel guilty about anything that happens after that. You know what I'm saying? Because I let you know what it was.
Yeah.
So how you feel about one of them answers?
I think I've gotten more of them now since I haven't like really been looking for a relationship.
Okay.
But I think I've always been the type to put everything out on the table. So when I was looking for just friends or friends with benefits, I would put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people would try to escalate it to something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, that's not what we agreed on and stuff like that. And
I'll let you know what it was from
yeah,
the beginning.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I did catch feelings and stuff like that, and we mutually agreed that we wanted to move on to a different stage. But I think it's important to respect people's wishes, both male and female. I know a lot of times women just want to be friends with guys, and they try to like burst their way out the friend zone, and stuff like that. Now on the other side, sometimes men just want to be platonic friends, and we do have platonic friends, ladies, that we don't mess with or we don't do anything with.
Not fucking.
And even if we had done something prior, we've gotten to a stage where we understand that that's not where this is going to go. We're just cool.
Because you can get to that point.
Yeah.
Where, if something happened in the past, like you can get to a point we found out that we are actually just friends, and we gonna move forward as just friends.
Yes.
We ain't never got to do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Yeah. So, and we had that conversation at dinner too and stuff, and I really respect my friend date for understanding that. And she understood that I was working on myself and needed to do things. But when you meet somebody that's cool, it's like no doors are completely closed.
Yeah.
Unless we say they are completely closed. But we just not going to go there right now.
Right. Somebody door that should have been completely closed is AJ Washington.
Oh,
because
he left the door open.
he left the door open and he got stung for it. So for everybody, we are moving into one of our current events. For everybody that doesn't know, AJ Washington is a professional basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
and he got stung. He plays for the Hornets, and
Boots.
his he's now forced to pay $200,000 a month in child support over the next 18 years after his ex-wife secretly filed for divorce 2 weeks after giving birth to their child.
So I don't even think that you could get a divorce without the other person signing.
Well,
The
no,
papers.
no. They didn't get a divorce. She filed.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
Oh, they're still in court and everything like that.
yeah, they still got to go.
So he
through
might not have to pay all that.
Nah, he probably gonna pay that shit. Like, so here's the thing. That's some scandalous ass shit, and that's
It
what
is.
Sometimes, like when I be saying, sometimes females be doing scandalous ass shit. Like when you think about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think that she already had that shit planned. You know what I'm saying? Because it says that she filed 2 weeks after giving birth to their child. Bitch, your stitches ain't even dissolved. Like you,
Man, she secured the bag
bro. But that's some hoe ass shit.
in multiple ways.
Okay, that's some hoe ass shit. Like
I don't even know how long they've been married, but couldn't have been that long.
I doubt it. I doubt they were married. But the fact of the matter is that you can get trapped like that. Like that's some shady shit.
But that's some shit that I do. You know, I be falling in love.
Yeah. Look, that'll definitely be your ignorant ass getting caught up on.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Let me tell you though, but filing two weeks after the baby, bro, like she had that, like she trapped that man, like she had that in her mind that I'm about to do this shit and I'm about to get this money.
I'm about to get it out.
Let's get it out, man. So I mean, that's, bro. How would you feel if you was in that situation?
If I was in that situation,
I'm gonna put a hit out. Nah, just playing.
I've seen those comments.
Bitch, I leave. You got to go.
If I was in that situation, I'd probably be a lot more taller. Get a lot more money.
Getting a lot. 200,000 a month,
Yeah,
bruh. You buying houses a month.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a child. That's obviously not getting all that money. Like I say, as young brothers, just make sure you got the right one.
Man,
Better pick the right one up.
Hey,
Pick the kitties up.
Okay. Yeah, but nah, man. I don't like. But how do you feel that? Like, obviously he thought he had the right one, right?
Yeah.
Married her. You know what I'm saying? Decided.
Man, I don't know if she obviously wasn't the right one.
Clearly.
But she had some run-ins prior to, and she's written books about things she's done, and
So a little bit of that might have been his fault.
yeah, I guess he just thought that, the same way some women's like, I can fix him. And he tried to turn.
He tried to turn her into the housewife.
I ain't gonna say it.
He tried
No.
to turn that over to. Yeah, that's not a housewife. That's a $200K a month bill now.
Yeah,
That you can pay every month on the first.
And I hope you don't have to pay alimony. On top
Shit,
of that,
bro, that's some whole ass shit.
it is.
But these celebrities, though, speaking of celebrities, these celebrities out here nasty.
Nasty as fuck.
You told me about this story.
They
What happened?
they
So
all
what
fucking
happened?
each other, and apparently they don't wash their ass.
So what was the
at
story?
all. So, probably I want to say it's like a couple weeks ago. Ashton Kutcher.
Kutcher.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
It's one of them.
Ashton Kutcher.
Kutcher. And Mila Kunis. Yeah, I think that's how you say her. From that '70s show. They admitted that they don't bathe their kids every day.
Mm-hmm.
only when they can physically see the dirt.
No, okay, so that wasn't the part that baffled me.
Then they went on to say that they only shower when they feel dirty.
Let me tell you, the caucasity of it all. Because let me tell you, every single day, let about 12 hours pass.
Let me tell you right now, Bob. My balls is itching. So as soon as you leave, I'm going to hop in the shower.
Like let 12 hours pass and my motherfucking ass is taking a shower. Like what grown ass person with grown ass parts feels like?
Apparently, a lot of them, because each week another celebrity is coming out saying they do not fucking shower or take a bath for long periods of time until they feel dirty.
I just don't get it. Like it's a must every day. It's a must about twice a day. Like you can't.
Yeah.
So these people, these are celebrities, which means they have roles. Most of them are actors, which means they have roles, which means they have stuff they have to prepare for, which means they need to be working out. You mean to tell me, on a daily basis, that you doing all this activity and them pits ain't
brother,
right?
You said it, not me.
I just, no.
Let me tell you what I learned about myself, especially this week.
In this 100 degree temperature.
When I work from home, after I shower, I normally forget to put deodorant on.
Mm-hmm.
So even yesterday, we had a call, and I said I was going to the store.
Okay.
I did not have deodorant on, and after going to one store and then going to another store, I was like, who the hell smells like Burger King in here? And it was me. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm going to the house.
Gotta go to the house and take a fucking shower.
Right now. It baffles me. The caucasity of it all. I can't.
So that means that they have to have people around them. They have to be putting deodorant on top of funk or cologne on top of funk.
Oh my God.
Perfume on top of funk.
Some funky ass shit is what it is.
So they smell a hot ass mess. They have to, unless they just got the perfume from the gods.
Unless you laser hair removed every part of your body.
Don't. Ladies, fellas, wash your ass.
Wash, please.
And your legs. Because apparently some people don't wash their legs. And swimming in the pool does not count as a bath. I've learned that.
Your body, all of your body needs suds. Yeah. If you don't have soap on all of your body, you need to turn around and go back in. Try
Black brothers, washing your ass ain't gay. Get in your cheeks. Don't come around me smelling like shit. It's not gay, I promise.
What's wrong with you? I hope your drawers don't. What your drawers look like?
Skirt.
Yeah, out on that, nah. Wash your ass. But apparently, speaking of nasty shit, and just spreading shit, these white folks is mad. The caucasity of it all. They mad and protesting in Texas, here where we are, about these masks, man.
Hey.
They are outside talking about I can't breathe. Now,
it's ironic,
first of all,
it's ironic.
Ain't the irony.
Damn near a year ago, we was marching downtown saying I can't breathe,
and it was stupid. Remember?
I literally can't breathe because I almost died today, and I almost pissed myself.
On the march,
my bodily functions was getting ready to vacate.
Oh man! But so the mask mandate is going back into effect. Speaking of which, I hope it doesn't fuck up Hawaii for me. But the mask mandate is going back into effect, and a certain group of supporters are not happy about it.
Not at all.
They are protesting, saying that they shouldn't have to wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. Vaccine versus mask, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the mask is not hindering your everyday life in any kind of way.
It's not.
And if a county, a business, a entity requires you to have a mask on,
It's not that hard to put a mask on.
It's not.
It's not. I mean, you don't need to see what's inside a mask.
Right.
It doesn't have to be FDA approved.
It's cloth.
Yes.
And
it's a simple solution.
It is. It's a very simple solution. I feel like PPE is definitely a better requirement than requiring somebody to inject themselves with something. And so I just feel like, this is a simple fix that everybody can do. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the issue with the mask mandate. Like, I feel like we lifted the mask mandate too early.
Yeah. Well, you lifted your mask mandate anyway.
Well, I was wearing masks until they told us that we didn't have to wear masks.
So
and then they told us that we did.
I still wear my mask. I never stopped wearing my mask.
Hey, I'm all for the mask. Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So, but we are in Texas, which is a heavy red state.
Red. Very red.
But Dallas is a blue city.
Mm-hmm.
And I think San Antonio, Houston,
all the major cities,
which are normally Democratic. Well, they lean Democratic. I'm not gonna say they're Democratic because I don't consider myself Democratic either. I think I just kind of lean that way, but I'm not loyal to a party.
I'm loyal to whoever is loyal to me.
Yeah, I vote on the issues.
Yeah,
not the party. So they all just basically said, "Fuck you, Greg Abbott," and how you feel. We're gonna put these mask mandates back up.
Mm-hmm.
These children in school gonna have to wear their masks too, because these numbers are getting back up.
Well, Professor X ain't having it because they are trying to come down on.
Oh my God! Hold on. Hold the fuck on. At first, I thought you was talking about me, but then that shit just clicked, and I said, "Oh my."
He said they coming down on anybody who is mandating the mask.
Yeah,
so
they trying to remove funding and all that.
Yeah, we gonna see where this goes, man. But speaking of mask mandates, it brings us to our top 3 because I'm hoping that my destinations don't get fucked up by COVID. We had a top 3 list that somebody sent us. Your top 3 U.S. destinations, and this is for the states.
And these are places that we haven't been.
Well, for mine are places that I've been because I've been
travel everywhere.
Yeah, I've been a lot of places.
Okay.
So what would be your top 3 U.S. destinations? And for our listeners out there, please comment your top 3. We would love to know it.
Yes. I'm going to say Hawaii.
Okay.
These mostly going to be places that I haven't been. Hawaii.
Why Hawaii?
I just think it's beautiful.
Okay.
From what I've seen, but I want to see it myself.
Okay.
I'm going to say Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So U.S. territory.
It is, but I don't.
They're citizens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I snuck it in there.
Puerto Rico.
And then I want to do New York. I'm kind of battling between New York and Cali.
Okay.
I don't know necessarily what city in Cali. I'm kind of leaning towards. I heard San Diego is pretty nice.
It is. San Diego is very nice, and they have a fun fact. They have one of the best zoos in the world.
Well,
the San Diego.
You know who has the best zoo? Dallas. Not really. Nah, Monroe has one of the best zoos in the world too.
Really?
No, I'm lying.
Oh, okay. Well,
shout out to our Watchtower Parish.
Got me.
Watchtower Parish Zoo. Shout out to the south side.
Yeah, man. My top 3. I'm going to try to go with places I've been before. obviously Hawaii would be on there. I haven't been. I'm actually scheduled to go. Hopefully COVID doesn't fuck that up.
You still should be able to go.
So, amongst the places that I've been, I'm going to do those top three.
Okay.
Let's see. Number one would have to be a place that I visit at least once a year,
Okay.
which is Miami.
Okay.
And I think I talked about it on the last episode. I'm a beach guy. So Miami is, I mean, if you've been to South Beach, it's nothing like South Beach. So Miami is one of my top. Number two, all the way on the other side of the spectrum, I do love a good cabin trip, a good winter trip.
Okay. Let's see where this is
So
going.
I'm going to say Washington State, Seattle area.
Didn't see that. Thought you was going for.
Yeah, no.
Well, you might list it later.
Yeah, no, Seattle area. I've done a cabin trip up there, which was went snowboarding and everything. It was probably one of the best times I had.
Okay.
So I would say that. I'm gonna number three. I'm gonna put one that I haven't been to, but I really want to go because it's ranked one of the top beaches in the U.S. I'm going to say Laguna Beach, California.
Okay.
I really want to go there. I'm probably gonna do it. It's not looking like this summer. I'm probably gonna do it next summer.
Okay.
So, yeah, those would be my top three.
I think they're on lockdown out there too.
Probably Cali is
Yeah.
fooling.
Yeah.
Nobody
I don't know if
is too.
Yeah. Dallas is too.
But yeah, so that those would be my top three, man.
I thought you was gonna say Colorado.
I have not been to Colorado yet. I'm actually, man.
Well, you haven't been to Laguna Beach either.
Well, that's true. But I mean, yeah, Colorado. I was actually supposed to go to Denver year before last, and I ended up having a funeral scheduled the same weekend that I was supposed to go, so I had to cancel it. But yeah, so those would be my top three.
We can do a cabin trip. Let's do a cabin trip and we'll record an episode
Hey, from the mountains.
from the mountain. Well,
Let's do it.
I don't know if I'm going to the mountain. You can go to Oklahoma. Close enough.
But yeah, man, this has been another installment of the 2 Cent You Call It podcast, brother. This is number 11.
11.
So
we're a mature show.
It is. It has been one of our more laid back, more topic oriented shows.
Yeah.
I appreciate this one as much as all of the other ones.
Yeah.
As always, brother, it has been a good one. I appreciate doing this show each and every week with you. I hope we continue to do this.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You got anything for the people?
Man, keep on listening, man. Like, share,
Yes.
subscribe,
Comment.
all that, man. Get at us on Instagram, at the 2 Cent Podcast. All of our guests, if they had those black owned businesses, black owned businesses. Go follow them, give them your business and stuff like that. There's some really good ladies and stuff. I look forward to the episodes that we have coming up.
Yes.
Just you and I, and then with some other guests coming on.
Yes.
We have a myriad of people that's wanting to sit down with us.
Got some things in the
Definitely. We have a big one with we got some big stuff. I'm not gonna
We got a good one next
it.
week. I'm ready for the one next week.
Next week,
That's gonna be a good
we
one.
have a good one at the top of September as well.
We do.
So I think
So
people
we got-
enjoy that.
Yeah, we got some things coming for y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. As always, you can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever fuck you want to do.
Fuck you.
But that's just our 2 cents on it, man. Until next week, y'all have a good one. We love y'all. Peace out.